Hello everyone, I'm Olumayowa Victor Ogunsola from iDPS Consult Netherlands. iDPS means I diagnose and provide solutions. Today I've got something interesting for all of us because I know that whether we are students or whether we are industry professionals, we are always seeking quality. That's why today we will be talking about the PDCA quality strategy. That is what we will be talking about today. But before I go on to talk about the PDCA quality approach, I would like to encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. When you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you can always see all the professional development videos that we'll make for you. So stop what you're doing right now and click on the subscription button right now. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Also, don't forget, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up on YouTube and feel free to share the video with family, friends, and your colleagues at work. Thank you. Topic of the day, PDCA. PDCA means plan, do, check, and act. And this is actually a quality management method that was originally formulated by Edward Deming. That's why it's called the Deming Circle. It is an iterative design and management method used by businesses for the control and continuous improvement of processes and products. So the PDCA can be used by businesses to control and to ensure continuous improvement of their processes, products, or services. That's what the PDCA is. Now, let's go to talk about the different stages of the PDCA circle. The first step is to plan. Ever heard about the word? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So this step, which is the planning step, helps to ensure that products are improved, services are improved. When we plan, we must ensure that there's alignment between the company's strategic goals and the expectations of the customers. So the expectations of the customers and the strategic goals of the organization must always match. How do we plan? We have to first identify the existing problems, and then we define priorities of what needs to be improved. It could even be that we just want to detect new opportunities. You know, it could be that you want to detect new opportunities. After defining the goal, you must ensure that the goal must be smart. The goals must be specific, they must be realistic, they must be specific rather, they must be measurable, they must be achievable, they must be realistic, and they must be time-bound. At this point, it's important to survey data and information to define the scope of work. So when you plan, then you create an action plan. You define the deadlines, you define the schedule, and you define who are the people that will be involved in the planning process. You must also define the KPIs. The KPIs involved must also be analyzed at this stage. That's the planning stage, P. Let's go to the next letter, D. Letter D stands for do. Now it's time to put action on that plan of yours. So could it be that we want to train the employees to execute what's laid out in the plan? During execution, you should try to collect data, primary research, secondary research, in order to monitor the processes and measure results. Record the collection of the data collected, whether they will be positive or negative. And that's what we do in the doing stage. We go to the next stage, which is the C, and C stands for check. What are we doing now? We are analyzing the results. Remember, we had a plan to identify existing problems in the planning stage. We ensure that we had smart goals, and in the next stage, do, we implemented our plan. Now, in the next stage, check, we are analyzing results. In this stage, we have objectives, and we have quantitative parameters which are needed in order to properly assess process improvement. And we are checking if what we have done actually meets quality standards. This is what we are checking here. In this stage, we are trying to identify problems or failures that have occurred in the processes, which can be adjusted after. This is what we do in the check phase. And now we have the last phase, which is the act. When we talk about acting, this represents actions that we take in order to implement or, let's say, correct any failures detected in the check phase. The previous phase was check. We were looking for errors that happened when we implemented this new process or this new policy, and now we have spotted those errors in the check phase. In the act phase, which is the last phase, we now have to correct these failures that was detected. In this phase, we can have two outcomes. So when we are acting, we can have two outcomes. If the expected results was achieved, this could now be a reference point for future projects. And this, so when we do future projects, we just see this as a reference point. Now, the next thing here is the second outcome. If the result was below expectations, if it was a failure, it should be analyzed in order to find new solutions. It should be analyzed in order to find new solutions. Now, let's go to the next part where we talk about when should you use the PDCA. This method can be used in any process to put your company always in a circle of continuous improvement. Remember, I already said in the beginning that the PDCA is a quality management tool. So it helps to improve quality improvement of your company standards, and it helps to increase efficiency within your company. Don't forget, efficiency means doing things right. So when you use the PDCA, you're always doing things right in your company. You are planning always. You are doing always. You are checking always, and you are acting always. The more you repeat the circle of the PDCA, the more you increase quality in your organization, the more you have improved customer service, and the more your company gains competitive advantage. Now, when should you use it? The PDCA can be used for two things. For managing routines, that is the standardized quality within your company on a day-to-day approach. When you use the PDCA, you manage routines, you have standardization of your company's day-to-day processes, and you define quality level for all activities within your company, whether strategic activities, operational activities, or even tactical activities. They are all done on a high quality level. With the PDCA, you can also manage improvements within your organization. That is, you ensure a certain quality level and always seek to adapt to external instabilities. Don't forget the personal instabilities within the business environment, the political factors, the economical factors, the social-cultural factors, the technological factors, the legal factors, the environmental factors, the demographic factors. They are always changing. And when you use the PDCA, you can manage improvements and find ways to stand out in the market. And that's why you should use the PDCA. Thank you. And that was the video on the PDCA quality tool for today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up on YouTube. If you think that we can do something better, please let us know by commenting on YouTube as well. Don't forget, we just started the Study in the Netherlands services at iDPS Consult Netherlands. So if you would like to study your bachelor's degree or master's degree in the Netherlands, contact us right away and we can help you get admission into a high quality university, and we can guarantee that your visa is approved and you will be in the Netherlands studying in a very high quality university. Fantastic destination for international students. Feel free to contact us. Also, don't forget that I will not go until I talk about my passion. And my passion is that Africa must develop. Therefore, I say, are you an African anywhere listening to me right now? Do everything you can so that Africa must develop, and keep working towards African unity. Thank you very much. This is where it ends today. Therefore, in English language, I say thank you very much. Dutch language from the Netherlands, thank you all. Yoruba language from Nigeria, West Africa, Esheo. Bye.